What is up, y'all? Travis here. I am back with a new review from three new projects from Drake himself, Trizzy Drake, Champagne Poppy, as some do call him. Um, Drake is back, and he has released the long anticipated Iceman. Um, the first solo project he's dropped since 2024. Well, no, since the whole back and forth with Kendrick during 2024. And since then, he's done the collab with a Party Next Door. He's dropped a couple singles, but we haven't gotten a full solo project from Drake since then. And we are now here. We have dropped the long anticipated Iceman, and I had no idea what to expect. I really had no idea. I kind of expected a couple shots thrown at Kendrick still here and there. I'm sure shots thrown at like Rick Ross or The Weeknd or someone else on here. But ASAP. But he has released not just Iceman. He has dropped two extra projects, Habibti and Maid of Honor. He has dropped three projects in the course of 24 hours. Look. So I'm just going to start off with Iceman, because I think that's the project everyone was kind of expecting. That project, I had no idea what to expect. I really did not know. Going into the project, it was 18 tracks. So going into this album and hearing that first track, Hate Them Cry, I was like, okay, here we go. Good start. Great start. Drake was really talking on that first track. Like, really talking. And I enjoyed it, the first track. I was like, okay, here we go. We are in for it. Drake is here to finally drop some quality stuff. Because let's be real. Let's be real here. The past few solo projects from Drake haven't been that great. Let's be honest. It hasn't been. So I had no idea. So I heard the first track and I'm like, here we go. Okay, great. Then it goes into the second track. And the second track was cool. I was like, okay, it's still not great, but I'm like, okay, fine, let's go. Third track, Whisper My Name. So I thought it sounded actually very good. I was like, okay, Whisper My Name does sound good. It does sound good. He's still talking on here. He's throwing a few jabs at Kendrick, blah, 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 which I'm sure he was going to on here. And he talks about some personal stuff, especially on the first track. He's really talking about some personal stuff on that first track. He's talking about how his dad's got cancer and how he feels like the whole back and forth in 2024 that really affected how people see him and how people hear his songs and all that now. So, and he talks about his relationship with 40. So I thought that was interesting. We go and go and go. And so I hear he has a feature on here from Future, so I assume him and Future are fine. So I'm like, okay, cool, sure. That song was trash though. Just being real, that song with Future was shit. I'm sorry. Shout out to Future. Love you, but that song was trash. And no idea who Molly Santana is, but no. Um, then we just kind of keep going through the project, and it's like, okay, when does it actually start? Because there's like highs through each song. There's highs, because there are highs throughout each song. There's parts of each song that I'm like, okay, it sounds okay. Here we go. Here we go. Then it just feels like the song goes absolutely just no. The song falls flat. Each song, damn near on here, falls flat. Besides, there's like four or five, 6 tracks on here that I genuinely was kind of like, okay, cool, they sound good. And the majority of the tracks that did sound good were the kind of make them cry, make them pay, make them remember. Those style of tracks were the tracks that really did sound good. Firm Friends was solid. I enjoyed the Too Hard for radio track. That was cool. But there were just, each song just sounded like the same problem that I've been having with Drake for a long time now. It just feels like each song is just flat. Like, there's no full flavor to Drake's songs, and it feels like there's just something not quite there that Drake has had in the past. Because Drake's past career has absolutely been great, and he's dropped great sounding albums and songs on those albums that had like flavor and style and everything else. But then we come to this project, or the past few solo projects he dropped, and it sounds exactly like this, where each song, or the majority of the songs, just don't really have that anymore. And I'm kind of just now at the point I'm thinking, like, I think Drake's just got so to a point now where I think he feels like he doesn't have to drop quality sounding shit anymore, because he knows no matter what he drops, it is going to sell, it's going to go high on the charts. So I just think he's now at that point where I don't think he truly cares what he drops now. Because this project was not good. It was not great. It was the better project than the past few ones he's dropped. But Iceman, the hype it had, was not worth that hype whatsoever. This was still just it still had a lot of the same problems that I've had with Drake for the past few projects still here. And it's just sad because, and it's really sad for me to say that because, man, look, as someone who grew up with Drake, I grew up with Drake. I grew up hearing, dude, I still have Take Care. I have Thank Me Later. I have all of the early projects still on the CD somewhere. So, this is coming from someone who was a Drake fan for a long time. Views. When people were shitting on Views, when Views first came out and there were people trashing it, I was one of the few who said this project is great. Like, it sounds good to me. So More Life sounded good to me. Scorpion sounded good to me. As some people didn't like Scorpion, I enjoyed Scorpion. But since Scorpion, it's just been hard to defend Drake. Because he hasn't dropped quality stuff, man. He just hasn't. And this project has the same problems that I've had with Drake for a long time now. And it just goes that way, sorry. And it goes that way. And it just keeps doing this over and over and over. And the majority of this project just sounds like that. And can someone explain to me why he does that with his voice? I don't know why you don't like me. I don't know why you don't like he does this breathy thing that's just annoying and aggravating and grates the fuck out of my ears. I cannot stand it. And he just does this now. And the damn near all the songs had a beat switch, which had no real point of being there on that song. Like the songs would have a beat switch that really did not fit that whatsoever, and it made no sense. And I was like, "What the fuck is this? Like, what is this? Like, yeah, they just did not fit the project." And I was like, dude, when is it going to pick up again? Like, when is this project going to go anywhere? And the project went nowhere. Like I said, each song had a highlight, but then it would just go nowhere. So it just tore the entire song down. And that's what the entire project was really. But besides the few tracks that he was actually talking on here, like, no, dude, this project was not what Drake has done in the past. This was not good. Not a great project whatsoever. It really felt like filler. I'm sorry, it really did, and I still feel that way. And it's just kind of sad to say that, but it's true. Now, how was my thoughts on Iceman? Going into the second project he dropped, Maid of Honor. This project was probably the worst one he dropped out of the three. This was like, so I can see there were some tracks on here. I could tell he was having fun on this project. He was. Some of the production on here does sound very good. It sounds catchy and fun and all that. I understand all that. Look, as someone who's a fan of club songs, as someone who's a fan of like international songs, look, this project was not that. This was not a club that I would enjoy going to. This was an absolute nightmare of a project. It really was. And look, he's done this before with honestly, never mind. But that project was better than this one. I enjoyed that project. This project, though, no, this was not that. This was, I don't know what this was. I'll be honest. Even some of the lyrics on this project made no sense. No sense. And I'm like, what the fuck are you even talking about? And I get it. Yes, it's fun. I get what he's going for. But it also has to sound good. Yes, songs can be fun. That's fine. But those fun songs need to sound good. And this does not sound good. This was just Drake. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what he was doing on here. I really don't. And when he went to that one track towards the end of the project, he says something, I'm sorry, that makes no sense to me. He had a line about Michael Jordan picking his feet up or something. I don't know what that meant. Can someone comment down below? I still to this day don't know. I still right now don't know what he was talking about. Like in that Sexy Red song, Cheetah Print, what was that? Like in where she just basically did her own version of the cha-cha side. Like, what the fuck was that? And Drake was doing that. I don't know why you don't like me. I don't know why you don't like me. He was doing that all throughout this project a lot. With this stupid, I don't know, dude. This project was terrible. It really was. I finished it and I'm like, dude, there's still one more project to go. And then we got to the final one he dropped, and it was Habibti, which was a lot more of the kind of softer side of Drake. It was the R&B side of Drake, which I don't really consider that R&B, but that is kind of the slower side of Drake on this project. And he's done quite a few songs that I enjoy where he has that side to him. Like Jungle is absolutely fantastic song. He's done quite a few more. Fire and Desire is really good. Um, yeah, I enjoy a lot more of the softer side of Drake also. So I have no problem with him doing that. I still feel like though this project was still not what Drake is capable of though. I really still felt like this project was just very filler still. It really felt like an absolute like not a terrible project though. I just feel like it was just kind of it just felt like what kind of just generic uh just felt generic. I really didn't enjoy it. Like there were quite a few songs. There were a couple songs I enjoyed. There were a couple ones towards the end. I really liked Classic a lot, and I really liked was it was one track towards the end where he was really like talking a lot. White Bone. White Bone is probably really good. I'm not gonna lie. White Bone really that not sound wise, but that reminded me of a Jungle. That kind of side of Drake. So I enjoyed a couple tracks on here towards the end of the project, but it still was not a great project. Still, um, it still didn't sound like what I know Drake can do. Because I still firmly believe Drake can do quality projects still, quality songs still, but I just feel like he's got to a point now where I don't think he has, where he feels like he doesn't have to. But I think he should. I mean, you are one of the biggest artists. Like, you should try to do like new, like you're like still quality sounds that you know you can do because you have the resources. You are one of the biggest like artist. You have the resources to do that. So it's like you can just do it. Like you can just do it. And so that's why it's just sad because I know what he can do. I know what Drake can do. And he just won't do it. The past few projects, he won't do anything that sounds good. And it's like, I don't know. And yes, on a Iceman, there were a few songs he did throw a few shots at Kendrick, but I really could care less now, to be honest. If something happens from that, okay, fine, I'll talk about it. Where if Kendrick he decides to respond to Drake, then fine. Then I'll say something. Drake said something to Khaled on here because he talked about Rick Ross on here as well. ASAP Rocky threw a couple small jabs at. Yeah, I don't really care. I'll be completely honest. I really don't. Dude, I talked about that beef so much in 2024 and into 2025. So I really don't want to talk about it anymore. But if he does respond to those jabs, sure, and I'll come on here. But no, don't really care. I'll be honest. But yeah, that was my whole back and forth. That was my thing. That's my thoughts on the three projects Drake released. So we listened to about 40 tracks of Drake in the course of the past 24 hours. So I'm finally finished hearing all three now. So good lord, I did not expect to hear damn near 40 tracks of Drake. So yeah, this was definitely an experience, not a great one, just being honest. I feel like these three projects each had their problems. I think there were a couple good tracks there were about 5 or 6 tracks on Iceman I enjoyed. Um, that Maid of Honor was terrible. Habibti was had its highs. Still not great, but had its highs. Um, but yeah, I enjoyed. I mean, sorry, no, I didn't enjoy um these projects at all very much. This was a very disappointing Friday because I was someone who was a big fan of Drake for years. But the past few years, he just hasn't dropped that high quality shit, man. He just hasn't, and I really do wish he would go back to doing that because I think when Drake can do it, he can do it, and he's great at it. So, but yeah, man, that's my thoughts on the 3 projects that dropped. Y'all comment all y'all's thoughts down below. Like and subscribe to my channel. Come join. A whole lot to come still. Follow my socials. My TikTok is down there where I kind of do my own commentary on stuff. So y'all can go down there and check out that. I got my Instagram, Twitter all down there, blah blah blah. So go check all that out. Like and share. It helps my channel out a lot. Come subscribe, all that stuff. And have a great Friday night. See you guys soon. Stay safe, stay hydrated, stay happy, and just stay yourself. How about that? Just stay yourself. See you guys soon. Have a great night, and goodbye.